Welcome back to Slim Cubed Media. Today on the docket, we're going to be talking about Batman. Specifically, which franchise was better? The Batman, so the new 2022 movie, or The Dark Knight by Christopher Nolan?
I like the antagonist a little bit more. I like the Batmans about the same. I think both Robert Pattinson and Christian Bale did great jobs.
I agree. They're different sort of types of Batmans.
Yeah.
One's more emo with Robert Pattinson, one's more kind of gung-ho with...
Yeah. Do you think that the Batman has the best Batmobile?
The one in The Dark Knight is just quite literally a tank.
Yeah,
it's
much.
just a tank.
It's still sick.
Yeah, it's sick. I like what you were saying earlier about the antagonist in The Dark Knight.
Heath Ledger, great actor. He's absolutely terrifying in that movie. It's a very authentic performance. He, I believe, locked himself in a room for a month.
Yeah, in preparation because he's a method actor. And we're actually seeing a rise of method acting in Hollywood recently. And I think Heath Ledger had a big influence in that because of his outstanding performance as the Joker.
Yeah. It was his last movie. I believe he actually died before.
Yeah, he died before it was released.
Like Paul Dano as the Riddler was amazing.
He was really good, and he really brought a whole new twist to that character.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited for this Part 2 Batman with Barry Keoghan playing Joker.
Playing Joker, which we did
actor.
get a little bit of a sneak peek into in the first one. And that's going to help us understand sort of more into the topic of which franchise is better, because we're going to be able to sort of explore this world of the Batman a lot further.
Well, yeah, I will say this. I definitely think that The Batman is a better first movie than Batman Begins. I love Batman Begins, but...
The Dark Knight, like, that trilogy really, like, there's strong points where there's sequels.
Yeah. We should talk about who's a better Bruce Wayne.
It's interesting because the character of Batman and Bruce Wayne are very connected. So, like, one version of Bruce Wayne is going to affect that way that version of Batman is. So,
yeah.
Like, for example, like, you can't have the sort of cool, gothic, emo Batman without a gothic, emo Bruce Wayne. And you can't have that eccentric, like, gung-ho Batman without an eccentric, rich Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I think Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne was a very sort of outgoing person and a very smart and methodical person, and that was exactly how he was as Batman as well.
I think it's really cool how just like in The Batman they really portrayed this like dark and mysterious sort of like character versus like where they played more on the world's greatest detective side of Batman in The Batman, and they had this sort of mysterious like hides in the shadows guy. Both
Bruce Wayne in The Batman and I can't remember the Riddler's real name. But they're both sort of, like, for lack of a better term, the quiet kids.
Yeah,
But they're like the sort of diametrically opposed versions of that.
Because the Batman and the world around the Batman is very different from the Dark Knight's world, especially from a cinematography and actual storytelling standpoint. In the Batman, we're really focusing in on putting you in with the characters, and so we get a lot of POV shots from Batman's perspective, and we're really like down to earth. Whereas with The Dark Knight, it really is more of just like, we're gonna watch this movie, we're gonna see these events happen, versus like having these events and experiencing them with
the Dark Knight trilogy is certainly more of like a superhero trilogy.
Yes.
It's very blockbuster, and there's like, not to say that's like they don't have intimate moments, I suppose, but they're very like action-packed.
Yes.
Whereas the Batman had great action in it, but it was a lot more
intimate.
As we've recorded this, I've came to the conclusion that I actually do like the Batman more than Dark Knight.
I convinced you, Gus.
It wasn't even what you said. You said everything I already knew.
Slim Cube Media.
Peace out.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.